All right, today is Tuesday, which means that it's time for another live Q&A all about making money online, dropshipping, eBay dropshipping, Facebook Marketplace dropshipping, cryptocurrency. However you guys are interested in making money online, that is what this channel is all about. Primarily, we talk about dropshipping, but we do talk about other stuff like crypto and some other things planned out for the future as well for next year. So if that interests you, make sure to subscribe to the channel and then come join us. We do these live chats every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific time. It's a great chance for you to sit down with me, ask me any questions that you have, and I'll do my best to answer those questions for you. So let's see who's here in the live chat. If you're here, say hey, tell me where in the world you are chiming in from. Currently, I am in California at the moment, not usually where I'm based. I'm travel around a lot. One of the benefits of this lifestyle is, making all your money online, is being able to travel a lot, which is something I'm really passionate about and love to do. The primary way I make money is with dropshipping. So basically we sell products on existing marketplaces like eBay and Facebook Marketplace. There's already an audience there ready to buy items from us. So we just list items up for sale there. And then once those items sell, we then turn around and buy them from our supplier. We use wholesale suppliers, and a lot of times we use retail suppliers like Walmart.com. So then all we do is buy the item from Walmart, and Walmart will ship the item directly to our customer. We never have to touch the items ourselves. So that's why we're able to do this from anywhere in the world, why I can hire virtual assistants from the Philippines to run these businesses, these dropshipping stores for me. And why it's so scalable as well, because you don't have a lot of overhead like a warehouse or shipping costs or all those logistics. That's all handled by the supplier like Walmart or your wholesale supplier. All you have to do is get the items listed up, do some customer service, and the rest, especially with software, is kind of taken care of for you. All right, let's see who's here and what kind of questions you guys have, and then I'll do my best to answer them. Kevin says, hey Paul, long time, how are Facebook Marketplace sales going right now, says Kevin. Hey Kevin, thanks for coming back and thanks for saying hey. Yeah, right now I'm making this and recording this on December 21st. So this is what I would call like the lull before Christmas. Normally most people think leading up to Christmas, you're gonna see a lot of sales. And that's definitely true between like Black Friday and like about a week ago or a few days ago, really, because at a certain point, about 2 weeks before Christmas, I want to slow down my sales, because it's at that point when, if you start getting a lot of orders, you might not be able to fulfill them on time to get your customers their orders before Christmas. That's when you start to get into that risky kind of time frame, either because the supplier won't fulfill the orders or on time, or the carriers won't deliver them on time. Things are outside of our control as dropshippers. So I want to kind of mitigate that problem as much as possible. My first year, I left my store up and running pretty late, and I ran into some angry customers who were saying, I didn't get this before Christmas. I'm really upset by this. So now, about 2 weeks before Christmas, I intentionally slow down sales. I will increase the shipping and handling time. That's usually what I do to really make it clear, hey, this item will not arrive until after Christmas. Other people will increase the price of their items to slow them down. The one thing I never do is I never put my store in vacation mode. I never shut my stores down. I've only done that once, and it worked out fine. A lot of people say putting your store in vacation mode is risky, because the fear is that if you put your store in vacation mode, a lot of people have reported that once you're ready to turn your store back on, for some reason, sales do not pick up as quickly as they should. It's not like you just pick up where you left off. For me, that wasn't the experience, but it was a lot different time when I did it. I might have just gotten lucky, to be honest. I'm not going to risk that again. I'm never going to put my store in vacation mode. So I just increased the shipping and handling time before Christmas, and that slows things down. And also kind of gives me a nice break moving into the holidays and the new year to kind of reset and recharge before next year. Edward said, it's strange how on Marketplace, I will get a few orders on one day and then nothing for 3 to 4, maybe 5 days. I don't get it. Hopefully that will change once the shop is running. Yeah, so Edward, if you start running Facebook shops, you're going to see a big difference with it. So there are two ways to sell on Facebook Marketplace. If you're not familiar with Facebook Marketplace, it's like eBay on Facebook, like Craigslist on Facebook. Everyone has access to it. Just open up the Facebook app on your phone and click on the Marketplace icon, and you can see that you can buy and sell items right there. Now, there are two ways to get items onto Facebook Marketplace. One, you just create a listing straight onto Facebook Marketplace. That's what most people are doing. That's definitely the simplest and the easiest way to do it. And inside my course where I teach about Facebook Marketplace dropshipping, that's the first way I teach how to do it. And I think everyone should start there because it is so simple and you can get it up and running right away, very quickly. And it works. It definitely works. But the second way to sell is with using something called Facebook Shops. And with Shops, you actually add the items into a Facebook shop that you create. And then Facebook will take the items from your shop and also post them, kind of like cross-post them or push them to Facebook Marketplace. Now, they're both ending up in the same place. They look exactly the same. So you would think it wouldn't matter which one you use, but it does. If you start selling with Facebook Shops, you're going to see a dramatic increase in sales. It just works better. It's more scalable. The automation works with it better. It's much easier. It's more enjoyable to sell using Facebook Shops and Facebook Marketplace. This is also something I teach in my course as well, but it's kind of like next level stuff. So Edward's selling on Facebook Marketplace, not seeing as consistent sales as he wants to see. Once you get your shop up and running, I think you're going to kind of solve that problem. You've already proven out the system. You know it works for you because you've gotten the sales with it. Now you just need that missing piece, which I think for you might be shops. It might just push you over the edge and get you to have more consistent sales like you're looking for, Edward. All right, Sarah says, hey, Paul, can you give me any advice on how taxes work when paying a VA in another country? I know you can't technically give tax advice, but any guidance would be helpful. You're right, I can't give tax advice. I don't really know that much about it. I'm not an expert on it. I would maybe seek out some more professional advice on this. You can also check out onlinejobs.ph. That's where I hire all my VAs from. I think they have a blog that might have some helpful information on there. So basically what I do, I can tell you what I do. I don't even know if it's right, so don't use this as advice. But the way that I do it is, so I'm sending my virtual assistants at the end of the week, or however often they're paid, every 2 weeks, in some cases, they will send me an invoice through PayPal for how much I owe them. And then I just click, I pay that invoice. So now I have the invoice and I save all those invoices and they get paid the money. And I know for if I'm paying a US citizen, someone here in the United States, who's like a freelancer, if I pay them through PayPal, as far as I know, again, don't take this as advice. As far as I know, if I pay them through PayPal, I don't need to give them a 1099 because PayPal will send them a 1099. So that responsibility, as far as I know, is no longer on me. It's on PayPal. So I imagine it's similar for outside the country as well. I do ask them to send me a document, and I can't remember what the name of it is. It's a form by the IRS that basically says that they are from outside the United States. So that just kind of, I save that for my records. I don't actually have to give that to anyone. I just hold on to it. I don't remember what the document is called. If anyone knows what it's called, please maybe let us know in the chat. But it basically says, hey, this person lives outside the United States. They fill in with their address and some information. That way I save it. So if the IRS ever says, hey, who'd you send this money to overseas? I could give them that and say, hey, this was someone who did some freelance work for me. And they don't live here in the United States. And that's why I didn't give them a 1099. Okay. Michael says, Paul, I have a question, please. I have used AutoDS and SKUGrid to track and update my eBay items, but I'm still selling items from Walmart that are out of stock when placing the order. All right, so let's back up, Michael, for those people that aren't familiar with what Michael is talking about, and I'll explain this to you. So when we're selling on different marketplaces like eBay and Facebook Marketplace and Facebook Shops, one of the benefits if we use a retail supplier like Walmart is the degree of automation that we can do. So with eBay, we list an item up for sale. Let's say it's from Walmart. Now, what if the price on Walmart changed? What if the item goes out of stock on Walmart? Well, we use this software, like the two that Michael mentioned are two that I've used, Autodesk and SKUGrid. And that software will automatically reprice the item on eBay for us if the price changes on, it'll change the price on eBay if the price changes on Walmart.com. It will change this, put the item as out of stock if the item goes out of stock on Walmart.com. All that can be done automatically with this repricing and restocking software. Now, a few things to keep in mind. It's not 100%. It's not going to work 100% of the time, and there are a few reasons for that. Number one reason, let's say you sell an item right now that you sourced from Walmart, okay? And you don't go to fulfill that order until later tonight, let's say like 8 hours from now. Now that item might go out of stock. It might be out of stock because between the time that the order was placed on eBay by your customer and by the time you go to order it later, it might go out of stock in that time frame. So you want to place your orders more frequently if that's happening. That is especially true when you're approaching Christmas because things will go out of stock faster because more people are buying the items. So you want to, if you're running into that problem, definitely place orders more frequently. Other reasons that might happen is if, sometimes the software doesn't get it 100% of the time. They're really good, but they don't always catch it 100% of the time. Oh, the other reason that I want to mention. So the software will check the price and stock level every single hour. Every hour it will check it and send that change to eBay. Let's say it checks it at 1 o'clock and it sees, hey, this item's still in stock. And then let's say it goes out of stock 5 minutes later at 1:05. And then at 1:20, someone buys it from you. And then at 2 o'clock, then the software notices, oh, it's out of stock, and then sends it to eBay. That's another scenario where it might happen. I've not had this many out of stocks in any other part of the year. Is this an issue with Walmart? So again, it's the issue with the time of the year. It could also be an issue with Walmart not having more accurate kind of stock levels during this time of year. But I think it's just the frequency of going in and out. I'm willing to bet that some of these items is like 1 o'clock and still in stock, and then like 1:05 it goes out of stock, and then someone purchases it from you like a few minutes later. I'm willing to bet that that's happening a lot here. But it is very, very common during this time of year to have to experience that. Hey, what's up, Crystal in New Mexico? Thanks for joining us. Again, guys, we do these every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Usually I don't miss a week. Last week I missed a week. So trying to catch up to all the questions this week. So if this happens to you, Jonathan's question is, have you experienced issues with shipping items from Walmart? I have ran into issues with products that are only able to be picked up in store and cannot be shipped. So again, if this is happening, that technically means the item is out of stock. When you go on Walmart or any of these websites like Walmart, HomeDepot.com, it's going to tell you if the item is in stock for shipping, and it will also tell you if it's in stock at a local store where you can go pick it up. Those are two very different things. You do not care if it's available in your local store. You only care if the warehouse has it, the warehouse that's going to ship the item to your customer. If that is unavailable, then the item is out of stock, even if it's in stock at your local store where you could pick it up, because you don't care. You're not going to go pick it up. That's not what dropshipping is about. Dropshipping is making the supplier ship the item directly to your customer. And for that, the item has to be in stock for shipping. So if it's not in stock for shipping, Jonathan, that means it's out of stock. So everything I just talked about, all the different reasons why it might be reading in stock when it's really out of stock, those are things you want to look at. You also just want to make sure you set up the software correctly. This is why in my eBay dropshipping course, I spend so much time going over the settings, making sure they're right, because every single day, guys, I mean, I get these messages every single day on Instagram, on YouTube, through Facebook, people saying, hey, I don't get why this is happening. I don't get why customers in Puerto Rico are ordering from me and I can't ship to Puerto Rico. I don't get why customers are angry they didn't get their items in 2 days. I don't know why it says 2-day shipping. All these different problems that people have, these are like dropshipping 101 issues, okay? These are issues that you can easily avoid just by setting up your store the correct way. And that's why I show you exactly what to do inside my eBay course, how to do this, so you don't run into all these issues, because I've definitely run into them before when I've been dropshipping, or when I first started dropshipping, and I learned from them, and I'm teaching them to you guys so that you can avoid those mistakes. So talking about Instagram, if you guys ever want to reach out to me personally, you can send me a DM on Instagram. My Instagram handle is Paul J Lipsky, no spaces, no dots, no underscores, no dashes, just all spelled out, PaulJLipsky. For those of you who've been following me, a couple of months ago, this Instagram was shut down by Meta for some reason. I thought it was gone forever, so I started a new one. Well, now that Instagram came back, I don't know how, I'm not even sure when it came back, but hey, we're back in business. So if you guys have any sort of questions for me, want to reach out to me, just send me a message, Paul J Lipsky on Instagram. I'm trying to get back into it now. Okay. Hey, from Omaha, Nebraska. What's up, Paul? How's it going? So AutoDS is the repricing, restocking software I use for both eBay and Facebook Marketplace. Those are the ones that I use. I've been using them for a while. I've been really happy with them, all the features and all the new stuff that they're adding. Is it a good time to start looking for Valentine's Day items? Give me 1 second here. I want to check something. Says Michelle. Oh, okay. Just got a security alert about something. Want to make sure we're all good. Michelle, it's a little bit too early to start looking at Valentine's Day items. It's definitely the next holiday coming up, but for now, I'd be focused on anything related to snow, like snow shovels, sleds, things like that. Every single month here on YouTube, I release a video where I talk about what items you should be selling that month. I do the product research for you guys. I kind of give you guys some products that you should drop ship yourself. I'll be releasing one around January 1st or a little bit after that, telling you guys, hey, this is what you should be selling in January, and you should jump on those. And I'll definitely be talking about some of the snow stuff I just talked about, cold weather stuff, and I'll be talking about Valentine's Day, because that's when you're going to start to look at Valentine's Day at the end of January to be ready for February. All right. Classic Dame 08 says, hey, Paul, how are you? I'm doing great. Thank you. Enjoying the beautiful California weather, which is a little bit warmer from Colorado. So digging those vibes. So will Facebook shops become active next year? Do you have to open several shops just to see if you get approved? Yes, and pretty much yes. So Facebook shops, I talked about them before. One of the issues with it, the reason why everyone's not using Facebook shops is because it's a little bit challenging. It's challenging to set up a shop the first time and to get approved. Because just because you set up a shop does not mean the shop is going to get approved. It has to be approved by Meta. So the trick is right now they are not accepting new applicants until next year, but they will next year. You will be able to open a shop next year. So one of the tricks is to try to open up multiple shops in the hopes that at least one or two of them will be approved. That's a strategy that you can use. That's something I teach inside my course as well. Hey, what's up, Noah? I'm doing well, man. How are you doing? Noah has a great YouTube channel. If you guys are here, that means you're interested in e-commerce, making money online. So you should definitely check out his channel as well. He's always releasing some good stuff, always being completely honest about how well he's doing and all the successes and the setbacks he has. So definitely check him out, guys. There's his channel again. All right, Eddie says, what's the best stock/price monitoring software? I'm leaning to AutoDS. However, I'm not sure which package to do, says Eddie. So Eddie, yeah, the one that I use is AutoDS. That's for the automated repricing, restocking. I've tried a lot of them. A lot of them are good, okay? I'm not going to say anything bad about any of them. I don't think there's really anything bad I could say about any of them. I like AutoDS. That's the one that I use because I find it to be really user-friendly, a very modern, clean interface, I guess you could call it. And a lot of them aren't at that, like, they don't look that professional, or they look as clean or as easy to use. So I really like AutoDS for that reason. Also remember, you're not stuck to one of them. You can try AutoDS if you want. If you're not happy with it, you could always switch to another one. But AutoDS is the one I've been using for a while. And if you do sign up for them and you want to use my affiliate link, I'll have that linked up. I have it linked up in the description of this video. You don't have to use it, but I would appreciate it if you did. I get a small kickback for it. Oh, and as for the pricing plan, just stick with the cheapest one for now. And I don't think you need any of the add-ons for now. Those are things you could always add later, but for now, you could just go with the cheapest plan. Can we still, Jonathan says, can we still purchase your Dropshipping Titans course? Is it often updated? Yeah, so I have 2 courses available for sale. One teaches you how to dropship onto eBay, and the other teaches you how to dropship onto Facebook Marketplace. The Facebook course is currently closed for enrollment. That will open up sometime later next year. The eBay course is always open for enrollment. The link to that is in the description, and that is often updated. I updated it this year, and I'm going to update it again with some minor updates early next year. I say minor because nothing major has changed. I just want to clarify some things, or really just add some new insights into it, some new things that I've been trying that have been working, so I want to add those things in there for you guys. But yeah, it is fully updated. Everything in there is still the latest stuff for that. And with that course, with the eBay course, you're going to get the eBay course, which the original course, the OG, teaches you how to dropship onto eBay from other retailers like Walmart.com. But it also comes with a second course completely for free that teaches you how to dropship from wholesale suppliers. So that's included as well. I'm not sure for how much longer I'm going to do that, but if you sign up right now, if you're watching this live, it will come with that wholesale course as well. Michelle says, how do you get over the nervousness of posting your first items? Yeah, you know, I experience this every time I start something new. Selling on eBay, I was nervous about posting my first items. On Amazon, same thing. On Facebook, first time I bought crypto, same thing. I was like, oh, do I know what I'm doing? Do I know what I'm doing? So first of all, first thing I would recommend is learn from someone who's already done it, okay? Because if I'm telling you, okay, this is what you do, set things up this way, click this, click this, post this item, and do it this way, that's going to take a lot of the stress off of you and the nervousness, because I'm literally telling you what the right way of doing it is. For me, I get most nervous when I don't have a good guide or a good teacher, and I'm like, am I doing this right? I'm afraid that if I click this, it's going to mess everything up, or somehow this is not going to work right. But if you have someone showing you, you're going to feel a lot better. And all you have to do is just have faith. Just say, okay, this is what they're telling me to do. This is exactly what I'm going to do, because they've done it before and they've experienced all the issues and they know how to solve them. And then at that point, it's just about pulling the trigger, right? Having faith, following the plan that they give you, and then pull the trigger on it and actually just go for it and follow them step by step. Is eBay dropshipping too competitive? No. There's a lot of potential still there. There are many suppliers out there, especially wholesale, that are completely untapped. And even suppliers like Walmart have so many items. I hear people say, oh, you can't dropship from Walmart anymore. It's too saturated, too competitive. And that's nonsense. Walmart has so many items, and so many items that people still have not listed up for sale on eBay. So there's still a ton of potential with dropshipping on eBay. Facebook Marketplace no longer shows pending total on sales page. Is this okay, or should I report to Facebook support? I'll have to look if mine says something or doesn't say that anymore. I'll take a look. Facebook Marketplace is always changing things. They recently made a change to the settings, and so I'll have to see, because I didn't even get I'm still kind of catching up to the changes that they made. Okay. What's a good percentage of markup fees? So Jonathan, if you join the course, I actually have a whole spreadsheet for you that will break this down for you and tell you exactly what your markup should be for products to cover all of this stuff. So Classic Dame says, can you go into detail on what to sell in Facebook Marketplace and shops? I feel like everyone is selling the same things. So this really comes down to product research. You have to do the research yourself. If you're following someone else's research, like the videos, again, I release videos on the 1st of every month or about there, where I tell you guys what you should be selling, the items that are going to sell well. You can follow that and you're going to sell some items, but use it more as an example. I'm going to show you kind of like how I do product research, how to find these items. Use that as an example, as kind of like a teaching moment, so you can learn how to do the research yourself, and then you can go find items that I haven't revealed on YouTube, that other people aren't selling. Plenty of items out there, but you have to do the product research yourself. This is why my Facebook Marketplace dropshipping course, I spend so much time talking about product research, showing product research, and multiple ways to do it. It is so important. That is the number one skill you have to learn. With both the eBay course and the Facebook course. In both courses, for most of it, I'm showing you exactly what to do. Like, there's no wiggle room there. There's no figuring it out on your own. I say, go into this setting, change this to this. Go here, change this to this. Mark up your items by this much. Literally, I show you exactly what to do. So there's no question. The only skill that you need to learn and develop and master is product research. Now, is it that difficult? I don't think so. I think with time, you'll definitely learn it and be able to master it. But it does take some time. It does take practice. You're not going to knock it out of the park right away, okay? It takes practice to learn how to do the product research and to get good at it. But just like with anything else, you practice it, you will get better at it. So get better at product research. Spend time learning it and studying it, because that is really the winning sauce. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for being here. Okay. What's your personal record? I'll have to go back. I don't know. I know I've done 15,000 profit before, and that was, I think, in December. I have a feeling I did more than that too. But I'll have to go back and look. Mary says, it's been a while, Paul. Hope you're doing well. I am, Mary. Thanks so much. Hope you're doing well. It's my pleasure. Okay. Regine says, I have problem after entering the CSV URL on Facebook. It said fixed column issue. So what are you trying to do? Are you trying to upload items? Are you trying to like attach FBM Fox? What exactly are you trying to do, Regine? I do not dropship from Amazon onto eBay. I know people do it and they're still getting success with it, but I don't do it. Pretty much at this point, I am moving all the way to wholesale dropshipping on eBay. I still do some retail because it's just still working. I'm going to keep it up until it stops working, and it's still working. But wholesale is allowed. Wholesale is what eBay wants you to do, and that's what I've been moving more and more towards over the past 2 years. But I definitely don't do Amazon. Amazon, I think, is the worst one you can do, Amazon to eBay, because I think eBay, they just really don't like Amazon. And they have a way of I think they have a way of figuring out if you're doing Amazon to eBay, and that's the one they really don't like. Wow. Michelle lives in Arizona. It's January. In January, it's almost 90 already. Never thought of snow items. Yeah. Yeah. Most people are buying snow items. Um, Leah says, I'm selling items through Walmart, but we have a lot of items are being delivered through DoorDash. Why is this happening? I don't want this to happen. Any other solutions? Yeah, so that is frustrating and it's a little bit hard to avoid because you don't know exactly when it's going to happen. We do see it sort of see a pattern with it with the sorts of items, but it's nothing really that we can define or be conclusive about. We are using the tracking number tricks, but again, we are moving kind of away from that and more towards wholesale for reasons like that. But the tracking tricks are really the best thing that you can do. Reseller 2 says, my Facebook accounts are getting banned when I try to confirm a setup for shops. So unfortunately, this is one of those things where I don't know because I'm not looking over your shoulder. I'm not looking at your account. So I don't know what's going on here. Are you using a real Facebook account? I would never try to use like a fake account or an account that you just set up. I would try to use your existing Facebook account to set up a Facebook shop. I'm not sure what's going on. It sounds like you've set up multiple accounts. That's why I'm bringing this up. And that's when the situations like that is when Facebook starts to get a little bit nervous. Facebook's usually pretty reasonable, but if they see you like creating multiple Facebook shops, that's when red flags start to go up for them. Most expensive item you successfully drop shipped? I don't know. I tend to avoid more expensive items. I'm struggling to even think of an item I sold that was like over $400. Although then again, I've sold some furniture that was pretty expensive, but I just cannot remember how much it was. Yeah, it's something else I have to go back on. But I tend to avoid expensive items. Because if something happens to that order, you're out a lot of money on one order. So I try to keep it. I usually say 500 is a cap, but usually, I can't even think of items for 500 that I've listed up. It's more like 300 is a cap. So there you go. Next question is, do you recommend dropshipping low or high priced items? Lower priced items. So especially in the beginning, when you first start dropshipping, you want cheaper items. You want to list up cheaper items because those items will sell faster. They're more likely to be impulse purchased. They're more likely that person will buy it without shopping around. So I would go with the lower price items for that reason. And then as you know, I'm talking about like under $50. And then as time goes on, you start making more sales. Your limits will be increased. You'll gain more trust with the marketplace, and then you can start selling more expensive items. You'll have room for that. So you can list up, it still would not go over $300 normally for most people. Yes, when I drop ship so I do use Amazon to drop ship onto Facebook, and for that we always use the gift option. So George, I did this last year. George's question, is, what do you think about dropshipping New Year's Eve decorations? I did this last year, George, and it worked out really well. I sold a bunch of these, especially on Facebook Marketplace. But this year, I don't know, I guess I dropped the ball on that one. I didn't really drop the ball. So it was more like Christmas, we sold stuff for Christmas, and then I made a video last week saying I'm taking kind of a break from dropshipping. The title, admittedly, was a little bit clickbait, but the point of the video was that always around this time, I increase my shipping handle times, slow down sales intentionally, and kind of like, for the reason I stated before, you don't want to be making sales this late because there's a good chance your customers, or at least a reasonable chance your customers won't get their items before Christmas. But last year, I kind of pivoted and started doing New Year's items. But this year I decided, you know what, we're just going to kind of take a break. We deserve a break. This has been an amazing year, but a very busy year. Lakeland, Florida. I've been there before, Kevin. How's it going? Jonathan says, do you still travel in the van? Yeah, absolutely. That's what we're doing in California right now, traveling in the van, getting some work done. That's why I'm in a hotel room at the moment, some work done on the van. And I come to Orlando all the time. All the time. We love that. So hit me up on Instagram, Paul J Lipsky. I would love to do a meetup. Again, we did them pre-pandemic, but took a break from it when everything shut down. Haven't done one in a long time, it feels like. I mean, you guys, this thing has been like dragging on forever. Doesn't it feel that way? So, yeah, I think we're all ready to like get back to normal. I know a lot of us are, but I'm ready to start doing some of these meetups again. I think Orlando would be a great place to do it if we could find a good venue for it. These aren't like a big, like corporate event kind of things. It's kind of pretty casual. We just meet up. But yeah, I think Orlando might be a good place to do one in 2022. So hit me up, Paul J Lipsky, and maybe we'll figure something out. Don't forget to smash the like button. It says my alter ego, Paul B. Thanks, Paul B, for the reminder. Or maybe I should have said my doppelganger, not my alter ego. Michelle says, have you ever thought about starting Shopify and then making a class? Yeah, I mean, this channel is primarily about drop shipping. So drop shipping is always the thing on my mind. And Shopify is obviously probably what most people think of when they think of drop shipping, not drop shipping on these different marketplaces like I teach. There are pros and cons to each. I've definitely looked at Shopify. I've tried it a couple of times in the past, and I just I've had success with it, but not the amount of success that I would want like for you guys to have, if that makes sense. So, it's something I'm probably going to revisit again in the future, but don't have any immediate plans for that. But hey, I mean, we're closing out this year. We're about to enter a new year. I got to set up some new goals and plans for next year. Maybe that will be on the radar, but who knows? Okay, it says, when I go to Facebook Marketplace, so again, is this for Facebook Marketplace or Facebook Shops? So are you trying to connect it to Shops or upload the items with Facebook Marketplace? Hey man, how's it going? How many items should I list in my Facebook shop when just starting out? When you're starting up any sort of dropshipping business on a marketplace, it's important to not scale up too quickly. You don't want too many items added too quickly into your shops or into your whatever marketplace you're selling on, because that always raises a red flag with the website you're selling on. So start up slowly, just a few items first day, a few items the next day, a few items the next day, maybe like five items per day for a few days, and then slowly go up, and the momentum will pick up as you add more items. And any items you add are going to be in there. So make sure you do product research. Make sure they're really good items, because you can list it up and it can stay there and keep selling over and over and over again. Hey, everyone's in Florida these days. Gamer Dude says, hi Paul, your eBay dropshipping course really helped. Thanks man, I appreciate that. Congrats on your success. Oh, so that's for shops. So let me go back to Regine's question. Okay. When I go to Facebook Marketplace and add the URL, oh yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure why that is for Facebook shops. I would reach out to the FBM Fox help and ask them, because I didn't have any issues when I added it. The reason it could be happening, now that I'm talking out loud, is when you save the CS, oh no, that can't be the reason why. So I'm not sure what the reason is. So I would reach out to FBM Fox and kind of get their input on it. I've lost my place. I feel like I'm gonna miss some chats here. Let me just go here. I'm just starting. Should I focus on listing more items per day? I think take the advice I just said, okay? Remember, don't scale up too quickly, but you need to be adding items every single day. All right, Jonathan says, I will DM you. Thanks, man. I work for a marketing company as my day job, and we're always working with dropshipping clients. Oh, cool. It also helps the site to get better traffic for Shopify dropshipping. Cool, man. Yeah, I'd love to connect and see if we can set something up in Florida, not just see you. There's a bunch of people I want to see in Florida already, near Orlando. Maybe we'll do a meetup there too. Smash the like button for the great content. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. That's funny. Jonathan says, I had some success selling easy bake ovens on eBay and ran into issues with shipping from the warehouse. That's so funny. Easy bake ovens, man. That brings me back. I remember that when I was a kid, my sister had one, and then the ones for the guys were like a creepy crawler oven. Do you guys remember? Does anyone else remember this? It was like an oven where you like make like gummy worms, basically. So you got like liquid sugar, like some sort of liquid sugar. You put them in these like molds for these worms. You stick it in the oven. I had one of those. I feel like I almost burned down the house, my parents' house. Sanjana says, how to find the best products to sell as beginner product research. So check out the links down below. I have a free eBay dropshipping training. I would check that out because in that training I actually show you how to do product research. That's what you want to be doing. So learn that product research. That's what you want to be doing. Good luck, Regine. Regine's going to contact FBM Fox, so good luck. Wow, see guys, I mean, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Jonathan says these items were $39, the Easy Bake Ovens from Walmart. He's going to get free shipping on that because it's over $35. And he's selling them on eBay for $75. So, I mean, there you go. People were saying it's too competitive, it's too saturated, it's a race to the bottom. But, I mean, Jonathan just found a product and he actually just told you what it was that's doing really well for him. And that has a big markup as well. Yeah, creepy crawlers. Michelle says that was my era. 70s were the best. Cool. I wonder if they still sell creepy crawlers. Let's see if we can find it. Let's see, creepy crawlers. Yeah. Let's see, let me share my screen here. So here's a Wikipedia thing called Thingmaker, also called Creepy Crawlers, is an activity toy made by Mattel, beginning in 1964. Wow, the toy consists of a series of die-cast metal molds that look like various bugs. Do they still sell it? Target. Oh my gosh, they still sell it. It looks a lot different though. This looks a lot cheaper than the one I had. Everything's just made of plastic these days. I'm sure it's a lot safer. Right? Yeah. Cool. I'm sure they had a lawsuit or two over that. All right. Let's see where I leave off. Yeah, this is something I go over in the course. Again, these are things that you can avoid, but generally we only sell to the United States unless you're selling through the global shipping program, and we don't sell to Puerto Rico, Alaska, Hawaii. You got to appeal it. There's no special, I'm sorry to say, Michelle. It's always the same price. I haven't raised the price in a really long time. I've kept it low on purpose because I understand this is like a way to get into e-commerce for most people. So I wanted to keep it really, really cheap as far as courses go that teach you how to drop ship. So yeah, I've just left it at that price, but there's no special for it. But yeah, the course, George, is still available and it's linked up in the description. Well, now that you're an adult, you can buy yourself whatever you want, Mike. Cool. All right, guys, so we've reached the end of the chat. So thanks everyone for hanging out with me today. Make sure to come by next week, 4 p.m. Eastern time. I hope I'll be around. I might be on the road, but I'm gonna pull over and do the live with you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks so much for everyone who gave the video a thumbs up and for all the great questions. And if you have any other questions, leave them in the comment section of any of my videos. Join me during my next live Q&A, or send me a DM at Paul J Lipsky, and I will get back to you personally on there. Thanks so much for hanging out, guys. See you guys next week.